You want to be a commander?
No.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandrine, this is Americ.
Hello.
Welcome to a new The 100 review. This week's episode was called
Join or Die.
Let's talk about it. No quick thoughts.
Jumping right into...
Flashback.
I actually loved it. It was great to see the before and after, like before they were still pure and
They were still
innocent.
pure, yeah.
They hadn't been corrupted by the world. So,
Well, I feel like Murphy's still Murphy.
yeah, but didn't it make you feel like... Didn't it make you like Pike a little bit?
I think that's what they were going for.
But it was too
I
late.
think that's what they were going for. But I was like, well, yeah, he still went crazy though. You know, he still went a little too far.
Yeah. But it was good to see like everyone was pure. If anything, I feel like Kane and Abby were a little bit harsher.
Well,
on
Kane
them.
was always like started out as like the guy you don't like.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh, he's
Now
just
he evolved.
annoying. Like he evolved to like, I love you.
And I also like the fact the way they used the flashback to tell the story of the episode. Like throughout. It was seamless.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like out of place.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like da 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 flashback.
Yeah.
Da, 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 flashback. I'm like, no. It actually held a narrative in a good
Yeah, and I
like
think
that.
it was good to see like also the dynamic between Murphy and Pike because they're sort of reunited now. And I like that Pike's main point was you keep fighting against all odds, against everything. You have to just keep going. Otherwise, you're dead, and I feel like he kind of kept that to heart. You know, at least he listens to his own advice.
Yeah,
He's
he
not
definitely
like,
listened to his own advice.
Maybe a little too much.
Moving on to Polis.
Yes,
Which is now...
which is not the police we remembered at all. I feel like Pike was like, see, this is exactly what I expected. And it's like, well, it wasn't always
I have
like
to
that.
say, I don't really like the direction they went with Polis on this one. Because the whole point with Alie is, you know, you take the chip... and then you get into the fold and City of Light and all that.
Yeah.
But the whole horror show that's there is supposed to convince people to take the thing, which is kind of silly.
No, I would have agreed with you at the beginning of the season when Alie was not pushing people too far before she did the whole Raven thing. I feel like now that has evolved where she's using pain and torture and all of that to get to the end goal. And I think that's actually Jaha's fault. Like, well, we can convince them because remember, he broke she's like, well, I can't force them. And then he's like, well, maybe we can. So I feel like that makes sense now. That's the evolution of her learning that she can get her way a different way.
I get that it makes sense, but it's also stupid. We're talking about an evolved AI that can calculate and compute billions of equations and scenarios.
Can it
and
though?
this is the best.
It's not clear.
I don't know.
I mean, she did just send Monty's mom, so it wouldn't make sense that she's not that smart.
You know what? Take it back. Oh, yeah. Kind of disappointing. But definitely Pike and Kane fell into the 3% rejection rate.
Yeah.
Which led to Pike getting taken away and Kane getting taken away. Let's talk about Pike first.
Pike in the prison with Indra.
Oh, God.
The worst person he could have found himself with.
Yeah, and she...
And Murphy. Ironically, who saves his life.
Yeah.
For now.
She went all Cuddy McStabby with him. And I get it, right? I get the whole, like, 300 things. But it also felt like, yeah, he's going to stay alive. I can see this happening. This is where they're going to go with this.
But at the same time... Yeah, like, even I'm like, yeah, it makes sense that he would stay alive right now. Like, this is not the time to kill him, I feel.
I know, but it's just... I thought it was going to be one of those pretty shocking, epic moments. Like, oh my God. Instead, it was like, oh, we're going to torture him. Then he's going to stay alive. What happens if we torture him and stay alive? Oh my God. The predictability is what got me. I wasn't... too much
Really?
into it.
No, I was fine with that.
You're fine with that.
Yeah. You're just too picky. Now let's look at Kane.
Okay.
Well, I did like the fact that they sent Abby.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was a smart move, you know. That was a smart move. And then at some point I'm like, is he gonna be able to tell? Because it was kind of weird that why is he in this room? Why are they only bringing her there? But you know, it was well played where, you know, he's at the point where he might not know exactly what's going on. And then it got to the point where Alie got too cocky and she's like, we need, you know, try harder. It's like, maybe a little too
That's
much.
what I'm saying. Like, that AI does not look very bright.
I feel like, actually, Alie is being very consistent in not being that great.
That's true. That's true.
Because we're establishing that, she's just, and to be fair, she's supposed to be flawed.
That is true. That is true.
She's supposed to be flawed, which is why, she's crazy. We need to stop her, and she's not
she
great.
makes mistakes.
That's why, she makes mistakes. That's why we need Alie too to stop her. Alie 2 is supposed to be a lot better. She's supposed to be what Alie 1 was supposed to be. So for me, it makes sense. It's very consistent to everything we've seen so far of Alie. I would actually be surprised if suddenly she got really smart, and I'd be like, wait a minute, like she didn't remember unless she learned, but
yeah. But
so far it's consistent with. So I like the fact that it's like Kane is like, what the? Oh crap.
Yeah, but they went all Game of Thrones, aka Bolton style.
Yeah, I think we have Game of Thrones on our head because I'm seeing the cross. I'm like, oh, that's like the Bolton sigil, except upside down, like because they have the head down.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so definitely they went there and they put up Kane on that cross, and I was like, okay, I see where you're going with this. You're probably not gonna kill him.
I thought they might.
No,
really?
They were not gonna kill him. I was pretty sure. You know what, Kane as an Alie follower, that's gonna be an interesting combination.
Yeah, the good news is he doesn't really know where they're going. I don't think he knows this whole story about Luna.
Doesn't he?
He doesn't. He wasn't there. That's why he was like, I don't know, where are they? Like, and now let's move on to the Luna search.
Yeah.
Did you like it or did you not like it?
There were some aspects I liked.
Okay.
You wanna talk about those first?
Okay.
All right. Here's the thing. I actually like the fact that getting to Luna was not easy.
Yes.
Right. There were a lot of.
They're actually really smart in the way they hit to get to them.
Yeah. They really hid themselves pretty well, and I liked the fact that they're using a mix of old and new technology because they're using the scuba gear.
Smart way to actually hide where you actually are.
Yeah.
From people. It's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
You really have to be motivated to get to them.
For sure. But before we get into the actual Luna meetup, let's talk about Bellamy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm sorry. The moment between Bellamy and Clark, I was like, oh, be still my shipping heart. I think I like the moment.
No, I didn't like it at all.
I did.
No, I didn't.
But then again, I've always been a fan of, Bellark. And I know I'm still not like over the whole Bellamy, but there was a moment where I'm like, damn it, that was a good moment.
It wasn't a good moment.
Why not?
It was silly.
Why?
He was pouting like a child when he was like, I gave you a chance. It wasn't my fault. It was totally 1000% his fault.
I think he knows that.
No, does he? Because he's not acting like he knows it.
He was crying. I think he knows that. I can't believe I had to defend Bellamy.
You know what?
To you. No, I'm still not over.
Clexa. Clexa for life. Clexa.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't, but I was just like,
you said shipping hard.
It's just a reminder, I've been shipping them since season 1. I'm just saying. It's like I'm like, oh yeah, it was nice when they were together. Oh, for me, if that were to happen, that should happen way down like other seasons.
I don't think it should happen, honestly.
Why?
It doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah,
I think we need to get Bellamy another love interest and call this one a day. It doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that I didn't hate the moment. Let's just put it like this. I'm so fickle.
But this whole thing leads us to the Luna meetup. So they're on a shipping rig, and Luna looks like a very decent person.
Yeah.
Well, clearly, blood must not have blood in her world.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is good, a plus, guys. Yeah. You're gonna
better
live.
than Antari for sure.
But when given the chance of becoming Hedda, she's like, no, I'm gonna pass. I appreciate it.
She didn't want to be Hedda in the first place, so.
Yeah, but we knew it wasn't.
Yeah, of course. I was like, it's not gonna be that easy.
I wish she almost hadn't said anything and they had just stopped.
Oh, stop there. No. Well.
And then we would have just speculated. Because we like speculating. That's what we do here.
Yeah. But no, she doesn't want it yet.
So I expect next episode gonna be convince.
Your only hope.
Your only hope.
But yeah. And next week, looks like Murphy is also on a quest to destroy the backpack.
The backpack.
Yes, so let's do it.
But that's what we thought of this episode. What did you think of this episode? Comment below. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
What do you think of
anymore.
What do you think of Luna?
Sorry.
Yeah, what do you think of Luna? Are you liking her so far? Do you think they're going to be able to convince her to take the pill or the flame?
Who knows? Maybe
Let
you
us
know.
know.
Comment below.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss our 100 reviews every week.
Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
Bye. You want to be the commander?
Nah. Do it again. Do it. Can we?
You want to be...
Can we, like, seriously? This is what I have to deal with.
Yeah.